Hey guys, welcome to another video. Today we are in the garage and the KLX is getting some much needed maintenance, or I guess maintenance checks. Today we're going to go ahead and check out valve clearances to make sure that they're in spec. Hopefully they are. Hopefully I don't have to order a shim kit to re-shim the valves, but I guess we'll be finding out today. So let's go ahead, get the truck pulled out of the garage, get the KLX up in here, and go ahead and start disassembling it to get to the valves. Also, make sure you go down there, hit that subscribe button, get the bell on. We are going to have a special announcement at 1,000 subscribers for the KLX, among other things. But that is going to be pretty exciting, and that's all I'm going to say about it. Don't want to give anything away. Alright, so we got the bike set up here. Got to remove the plastics, the seat, fuel tank, and then we should be able to get to the valve cover and be able to go ahead and check out those valves. So let's go ahead and get into the time lapse. Alright, plastics are off. Now we can go ahead and get the fuel tank off. Got a couple bolts each side, one right here, and then we got an electrical connector under here, and of course the fuel line. Alright, fuel tank is off now. Just gotta move some of these wires, so let's go ahead and remove the coil. Just like that. Alright, let's just go ahead and I guess remove this right here, and then we should be good to go. I had to take the throttle body cover off for the cables so I can move the cables out of the way, but we should be good to go to be able to get this valve cover off now. Got the valve cover off here. As you can see, now we just got to get the timing marks lined up here, or in other words, get the top dead center so we can go ahead and check out those valve clearances. Alright, so we got to take this socket here and go ahead and rotate the engine until we hit top dead center. Looks like we are it right there. So as you guys can see, the timing marks exhaust cam is lined up with the top of the cylinder head, and the intake one is as well. So we should be at top dead center here. The cam lobes are facing outwards right here and right there. You can see it's facing outward. So now we can go ahead and get our shims, and hopefully the valves are in spec. Alright, so here we have the valve specs. So for the exhaust cam, we have between 0.15 and 0.24 millimeters, and the inlet we have between 0.10 and 0.19 millimeters. So we're going to go ahead and convert that to inches, which we have right here, as you guys can see. So cool thing right here is that this tool that I'm going to be using to measure my valve clearances is actually my great-grandfather's, that he made while he was working at a machine shop here not too far away from me in Portland. So that's pretty cool, being able to use a tool that he made to be able to check my valves here in the year 2020. So the intake cams need to be in spec between 0.0039 and 0.0075. I don't have a 0.0039, so I'm going to do a 4/1000 right here. Make sure that fits. So it fits here for both of the lobes, so therefore they're not too tight. Don't want to burn up any valves. So now we're going to go ahead and go to 8 thousandths. Make sure that that does not fit. Make sure that it's not too loose. Does not fit for either of those. Okay, now we're gonna go down to 7 thousandths, so that way we can narrow down what our valve specs are. So 7 thousandths does not work. Now let's go ahead and go down to 6 thousandths. Okay, 6 thousandths does not fit for either of the lobes. Now let's go ahead and go to 5 thousandths. Okay, so 5 thousandths does fit between the lobe and the bucket. So that means we are somewhere between 5 and 6 thousandths, which is in the range between 0.0039 and 0.0075. So intake valve clearances are all good. So now we're going to go ahead and check the exhaust cam. That is supposed to be between 0.0059 and 0.0094. So I'm going to start with 6 thousandths here to make sure that fits. The exhaust valves are not too tight. That one fits. And that one fits as well. So since I don't have a 0.0094, I'm going to go to a 1/100th. So we got 0.01 here. Gonna check that, make sure that the valves are not too loose. Does not fit. And does not fit. So like the intake cams, we're gonna go ahead and work our way down to see if we can't go ahead and narrow down what our valve tolerances are. So let's go to 9 thousandths right here. Does not fit. Does not fit. Now let's go to 8. Okay, so 8 does not fit. Now finally let's go ahead and go down to 7. So right here we got 7 thousandths. Let's go ahead and check. So 7 thousandths goes in on the first lobe. Does not look like 7 thousandths is going in for the second one. So for the first lobe we are somewhere in between 6 and 7 thousandths for the second one as well. Although 7 thousandths is too tight, so we're probably... So 6 fits for the second one. That means we're less than 7 thousandths and greater than 6 thousandths again. So the valves are in spec here. Nothing to worry about, but good thing I checked them. Alright, so now that we know that the valves are in spec, we can go ahead, get the bike back together. So cue the time lapse. Alright, as you can see, we got the bike back together. Let's go ahead, start it up, make sure that we don't have any leaks from the valve cover or anything like that. Alright, so successful day. We got the valves, made sure that they were in spec within the tolerances, which is a good thing, knowing that they came from Kawasaki with their valves in spec, and I haven't been riding around with valves that are too tight or too loose. Anything like that cause issues like burning up a valve, etc., etc. But one thing I did notice is that when I was putting the fuel tank on, it seems like my fuel line might be kinked up a little bit, so I'm probably gonna have to order a new one, which isn't very nice considering that it's $90. If the fuel line's kinked up and the bike isn't getting enough fuel, that's not a very good issue to have, so I guess might as well replace it just to be on the safe side. But with that, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hopefully if you didn't know how to check your clearances on your valves, you learned something today. But if you enjoyed the video, be sure to give it a big thumbs up. Also, share it to your friends and those who may enjoy it or find it useful. And of course, go down there, hit that subscribe button, get the bell on. Like I've been saying, once we get to 1,000, we're gonna have a special announcement for the KLX, which is pretty exciting. But with all that being said, join the club, and I'll see you in the next one.
I'm the motherfucking greatest, yeah, I'm the greatest. Bitch, my competition, they just don't fit that niche. You can try to take a shot at me, I will not flinch.